Hi guys, Robbie McFarlane here. Just a quick video about a little technique that I use when I meditate, and I find it really helpful and very simple, but very powerful in its effects. And what it really is when you're meditating, whether you have your hands on your knees or in your lap or just resting on the arms of your chair, or whatever, um, is to just, when a thought passes your mind, perhaps it's a negative thought, an automatic thought that you just can't really control or anything like that. And of course, we can't really control our thoughts. But whenever a thought arises in your mind and you are aware of it as a independent thought, just to, wherever your hands are, just to tap as if to acknowledge that that's a thought. And this can be just tapping your finger on your thumb, perhaps, if you've got your other fingers touching, or just to tap your leg or something. Just a simple tap on your body to very subtly bring your awareness back to the body. And it sounds very simple, and it is, but that's enough. That's all you actually need to bring the attention away from the thought and back to the body, and allow that thought to just pass by. And it's almost like, if you remember the hazard perception test, when you take your driving test, you do that hazard perception. At least you do in the UK. I don't know what it's like elsewhere in the world, but there's a little, you just watch a video clip of a car driving down the road, and somebody is about to cross the zebra crossing in front of you, and you just click a button to say that you acknowledge that that's a potential hazard, because that person may continue walking and then you may hit that person. So you just it's a hazard perception test, and you just click a button and acknowledge that you've seen a potential hazard. And it can be all sorts of things. It could be a child that's 100 meters down the road, and you can bring initial awareness to that, and then as you approach and get closer, it may potentially turn into a bigger hazard where that child might just run out into the road, and you may unfortunately hit that child. So you just click that button to uh, acknowledge that you're aware of a potential hazard. And this is a very similar thing. It's when a thought arises in your mind, perhaps it's a negative thought, like I say, or just an automatic thought that you can't control, and it just happens. You just tap your body or tap your other fingers, and rather than getting lost in that thought like you might have done previously, and then gone down that rabbit hole of that thought creating more thoughts, and then creating emotional disturbance in the body, and then creating more thoughts, you nip it in the bud from the very beginning by just acknowledging it with a simple tap. And it sounds so simple. It seems like how would that, how's that really going to make much difference? But I invite you to try it. When you become aware of thought in your mind, just tap your body in some way. Another one arises, just tap, and you'll find that you don't go down that path of following that thought and experiencing all the negativity associated with that. So give it a try. Let me know in the comments if this works for you, and I'll see you in the next video.